Good evening, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Uh, this was a weird week. I had everything going on with my tooth, earlier on during the week. So didn't drive on Tuesday because I was in so much damn pain. I didn't drive that much on Wednesday, and I did like 6 hours on 4th of July. And then Friday and Saturday, my long days. And I took today off. You know what? I really just was not feeling it today, guys. I got home around maybe 2:40 this morning. And I set my alarms and everything. I got up. Like, I don't feel tired. I didn't really feel like I was in the mood for it. I don't know if my rhythm was off or whatever. I just didn't feel like dealing with it today. Let's just call it a mental health day, right? I feel like I'm more prepared, more mentally prepared to take on the week, now that I had this day off. The only shitty part is I didn't do nothing with my time today. Just laid around all day watching YouTube, playing games, hanging out with Leela. Very unexciting day for a very unexciting bum like me. And so I'm gonna talk about now is how I did this week and kind of some historical data on the summer slowdowns. So as you guys see there, for Uber, $6.81, no referrals, decent tip money, $60. So what was that, about 9, maybe 8% tips on Uber for 30 hours? Not that impressive, really not that impressive. And then I did $12 on Via and $5 in cash, plus $4.81. But I'm also going to apply the $45 ride I had from Lyft at $4.40 last week to this week, because that's when I reset my trip meter. So this week on Lyft was about $5.26. Yeah, $5.26. Over 10% in tips there. Really not bad, but for 5 days, really, all things considered. So if we go to the calculator, well, first let me go to my Uber app, make sure I get that number right. 681. So where's my calculator? 681 plus $5 in cash, plus 12 for Via, plus 526. There you go. 1,224 for the week. I guess something's going on in the city. If my group chat's starting to blow up, I forgot to silence that. 1,224 for the week, and I took a picture of everything because you guys know me. I like to keep it official. That was me in my driveway as of right now before I record this. 798 miles for the week. Really did not drive that much. That's something I want to get to left. So let's just divide that by, you know what, I'll be honest with you guys too, is first thing Monday mornings lately I have been driving to the city. So if you guys want, I'll do 830 for the week. 800, because I know I'm gonna drive tomorrow in the morning before I really start, right? So if I wake up at 3:40 tomorrow, then I'm eating the miles to the city, because I know I'm trying to get those airport rides first thing in the morning. So I'm gonna wrap this week up at $1.47 per mile on a slow week. Friday was horrible, guys. Friday I was in the car maybe 13 hours, 13 hours, and I made about $270. Horrible. I made the same amount yesterday in like 9.5 hours. Yesterday was a much better day. But yeah, I mean, we are in the midst of the summer slowdown, and so a lot of you don't really, this is something I've been meaning to address lately, is when I talk about the summer slowdown, and this happened last year too, is everyone says, how do you know for sure? How do you know it wasn't just you or something? Or sometimes drivers in different markets would be like, well, we don't have a summer slowdown. I'm like, every market is different. And I think the problem before was you had the people on YouTube that were rideshare related, right? They didn't really drive, so the information they gave was It was very broad. You know, it wasn't market specific. It was just like one size fits all. You know, and I think the problem is, since a lot of the audience, the viewing audience on YouTube, you guys kind of got conditioned to that type of language and people talking about that. So now when someone tells you that Chicago is a great market, except for July and August, then you're a little doubtful. You're like, but you don't quite understand why that's the case. In Chicago, that's because we have way more people going on vacation in July and August. We have way more college students and teachers hopping on the app in July and August. So when you have lower demand and higher supply, that creates a bit of a disaster. And every summer, I mean, at least for the 3 summers is this the 4th summer I'm driving? This might be the 4th. I don't remember. Yeah, this is the 4th summer. Yeah, this is the 4th summer I'm driving. They've all been just slower. I mean, before I was full time and I was doing it just on the weekends, I did okay, but that's because I was doing 8 at night till 6 in the morning. You know, now it's a little different. So I got some historical data to show you guys. Let's go back in time. Where's 16? There's 16. All right. This is the same week of this year of 2016. As you guys see there, $900 in 31 hours. And I know that sounds good, but look at that other promotions at the bottom there. Back then, Uber had this promotion where they guaranteed you an hourly rate. Guaranteed if you met the requirements. So I think you had to do a 90% acceptance rate, and you had to do 1.5 rides per hour, which was a joke. That was, a lot of drivers they were just leaving their apps on all day. So the guarantee was like $32 an hour, right? And then they would take out 20% at the end. So 20% of 32 is $640, so $26 an hour is what they were guaranteed. Yeah, if you signed up for it. So some of these drivers were just leaving their apps on 14 hours a day, because the way it worked was like it was a block of hours. They would say $42 or $30 an hour guaranteed from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. But you had to do 1.5 rides for 6 hours, right? Which is, was that 8 rides in 6 hours? Yeah. So what these drivers would do is, this was kind of genius, is they would go to the hot spots. They would try to knock out 8-9 rides in 2 hours, and then drive away from they would leave their apps on because you had to. Because you had to maintain 90% acceptance rate. So they would do these rides, 8-9 rides, 2.5 hours, and then drive away from the city, and then just sit in a spot where they knew they weren't going to get pinged. Like, they'd go to the suburbs, and they would just leave their apps on and just get paid. Because they weren't technically breaking the rules, because that was the rule, right? You had to accept 90% of your rides, and you do 1.5 rides per hour. They did it. So that was so the reason, without that promotion, that only would have been $740 for 30 hours, which is less than $25 an hour. This was the following year, 2017, 638 for 24 hours. I mean, I guess I did okay that week. That's not bad, but this was last year. $1,480 for almost 60 hours, so that's less than $25 an hour. But I think I was definitely focusing more on, like, I was probably doing more 12-hour shifts on the weekends at that point, and not doing as much during the week. But as you guys see there, last year we had the Quest promotion and all that. And I'll take a closer look at this data. I have all of it. Obviously, it's all historical on my phone. But I want you guys to understand, like, the type of earnings I showed you in July are mostly impossible over the next 2 months. I mean, if you're a driver in Chicago and you're wondering what's going on, this unfortunately is normal. If it's 7:45 in the morning and you're on the north side of Chicago, and usually it surges at this time, and usually you're getting bombarded with pings, but like there's something wrong, every single person in Chicago is going through that, guys. That's just how it is. There's nothing you could do to change it. There's no magic button to press. There's no way to out strategize it. If you want to make the money, unfortunately, let's say you're used to making $1,500 in 50 hours or 60 hours, you might have to do it in 70 now. Unfortunately, if you want to make the money you're accustomed to making, your only real avenue right now is to work more. This is where you have to embrace the grind, because this is the part of the year where it sucks being a full-time driver. It absolutely sucks. On the plus side for me, like, I like staying busy, so even if I don't make that much money driving, I'll still make videos, I'll still work out, I'll still do like, it's not a total loss for me like it might be for other people, but it still sucks. I still like making money. I do this because I like making money. It's just the money just doesn't come as easily in the next 2 months as it does most of the year. So yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. Decent week, even though I only worked 5 days. I'm gonna go get some food, rest up, so I can get after it first thing in the morning. So I want to thank all of y'all for watching. Everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay classy. I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.